Hi, biology students. I'm going to give you a little information about your next assessment, which will be next class. There are three things that you'll need to do for this assessment. One, you're going to explain the 4 principles of evolution, but using your own words. So not just copying down the definitions that you Google or that are in your notebook from notes. 2, you're going to choose an organism and you're going to use that same organism as an example for each of the 4 principles. And I'll explain this one in a little bit more detail. And last, you're going to once and for all answer the big question, how do populations of organisms change over time? This was lesson 1 of the natural selection lessons. You guys tried the answer. I made a few videos explaining the answer. Now you're going to explain it so that we know you understand it. So, number 1, I think, is pretty easy. Give it a definition of what the 4 principles are. So, a definition for variation, adaptation, overproduction, descent with modification. The second thing you're going to do is choose an animal or a plant. You've done this before in your notes. We've gone over the example of the stickleback, and then you had your test review was for the hummingbird. So whatever you choose for the assessment can't be the stickleback and can't be the hummingbird. It can be a giraffe, a jaguar, a dog, a zebra, a fish that's not a stickleback. You choose. It can be any of those things, but you have the same organism in each of the 4 examples. So just to show again how to do this, it's pretty simple. The variation of the stickleback is their spines. Some have them, some don't. Then I continue with the stickleback. What's the good variation? Well, no spines survive better. And as just a hint, that word survive should be here and here. Adaptations are things that let you survive. Okay, so you're surviving better. Unfortunately, not everyone's going to live. That's the overproduction. The ones with no spines will probably live better, therefore they become common. Over thousands to millions of years, the good adaptation becomes common. So you repeat yourself a bit, but with small little changes. So that's the second part of the assessment. And then last, you're just going to put it all together. So synthesize it. You're explaining how populations change over time. This here with this example. And now you're going to put it all together and answer that big question once and for all. We have a Google Meet before the day of the assessment to answer any questions. Hopefully you'll watch this video and it'll become clear, but come join the Google Meet and please ask any questions that you have so that you do well in this assessment.